Hello again, it's Noob, and well, I found a couple of Ankerslot locks recently on eBay, and these are made in the Netherlands, or at least the company Ankerslot is Dutch, and yeah, they're actually quite hard to find in the UK. They were keyed alike locks, so they've got this really awesome bitting. I've taken the circlip off the back of this one already, but you can see the bitting on that is just awesome, isn't it? Look at that, really high, like almost zero lift at the middle, and then pins 5 and 6 are again super high. And this is an Ankerslot Anker Multi R3814, I think. Very cool. The best thing about this lock in a way is that awesome keyway. Just look at the warding. You can see the corresponding key. Now, I suppose the only good thing about that warding is if I use something like this SS Dev pick from Sparrows, I can actually, can you see how I can reach up through the warding and go full height? So you see the pick going through the warding itself. The pins rest on this ledge here, but they cut through the warding. So you just need to exert some real pin control, I think, or pick control in terms of positioning. So yeah, let me grab a vise, we'll get all set up and we'll have a go at picking this, trying to pick through this warding on this very gnarly keyway. Love it. So we're in the vise. I'm going to use top of the keyway tension like this, and quite firm. I'm going to go in with this, it's a medium hook. But, well, no, it's a deep hook. It's SS Dev deep hook, I think. So let's call it that. I'm just going to try and find my position. So that's 6. That's 5. So let's try 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to pin 6 now. Seems set. 5 seems set. 4. 3. I want to just try and get onto pin 2, really. I don't feel that's on pin 2. That's 2. I've got a little click out of 2. Something at the back dropped. I think it might have been. Yeah, okay. Check 1 again. Seems set. Onto pin. So I'm going to work back now from the back. So 6. 6 seems fine. 5 seems fine. 4, and we touched it and we are open. Whew, do you know what? It's really weird. You actually have the feedback robbed from you when you've got these types of keyway. You're rubbing against the warding either side, and that's not an awful lot of fun. So here we go. I mean, clearly this is open, so I'm just going to lock it back up, and then I'm going to use the key. The safest way to gut this by a long shot. Here's a follower. And just turn it a little bit more, and then we should be able to just shoot through. It's so tight. When I tried to gut this first time I picked it, the shim would barely fit in, so I'm going to try without a shim. Now, let's have a look in here. So, pin 1 is standard, pin 2, oh, standard and a wafer, 3 standard and a wafer. 4 is standard and wafer, 5 is standard, and 6 is standard. Now, this is where I think I've got this right. Because the wafers were retained on the key pin side, that means we picked this lock properly, and the wafers, because they weren't picked up into the Bible to their second shear line, didn't actually aid my picking. So when you've got extra wafers in, of course, you introduce a new shear line, which means that I could overset a pin and still pick it. But because they were all correctly on the key pin side, it shows that I picked it as if they were just one long key pin. I didn't get the added advantage, so to speak. In the core, we have some anti-drill bars, nothing else, just very flat. Now, I didn't feel any counter rotation, I didn't feel any false sets, I didn't feel any grittiness. There might be some mild tapering on the pins, but I think that's about it. I think it might just be relying on the excellent, yep, standard, the excellent tolerances in this lock and the gnarly keyway. So far, standard, standard, and a wafer on the driver pin side, and standard. Yeah, nothing. Oh, and another little wafer on the driver pin side. I could take those out. They won't make any difference to the lock at all. Those wafers, they're just there for whatever master sweeting system that this was part of. But the driver pin ones won't make a difference really. So there you go. Nothing special, just brass pins. I'll take one of these and show you a bit more close. And there's nothing special about that. No tapering, nothing. So yeah, this lock relies on excellent tolerances and a very gnarly keyway, which I can show you a bit better now. Look at that. And oh, actually we can see the little gaps in the keyway here. If we look on the underside, can you see? This is where we're picking through, here and here and here. So you have to get the pick just right to line up and pick through the warding like this. So yeah, cool. Really nice Ankerslot multi. Really nice lock, but if it had some security driver pins in there, certainly would have been a lot harder. Well, thank you all for watching. Please do like and comment and subscribe. It all really helps. And I'll see you all next time.